What's up, everybody? A Spare with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. When we last left off, we built this hangar bay door thingamabobber, I guess you want to call it. And the doors wouldn't open. Now, I logged in today, and I just figured, I'll give it another shot, and lo and behold, it opens. Why? No idea. No freaking clue. But it works perfectly. That the whole hangar door opens, which is awesome. And yeah, it works lovely. That there is a little section there that you can see, but whatevs. No one cares. It leaves a complete door to work with, though, which is so cool. So cool. So we need to do the same thing over here at some point, but at the moment we have a working door, which is great. Now, I don't know if the same thing can be said for the thrusters on my little drilling ship. I don't know if that will work as amazingly and just all of a sudden miraculously, hey, look at that! You know, the door opens, woohoo! But we'll figure it out. We'll try it. And what I mean by the door opens, I don't know why I said that. I was actually talking about the thrusters, the little electromagnetic thrusters. Let's see, SF cargo door. So let's title this Hangar Door Left. I was just gonna do L, but whatever. Because per the direction of the ship, yeah, that should be the left one. Okay, so now we'll grab this group. We'll put it... let's just put it over here out of the way. Toggle open and close, I think. Yeah. It does slide into the wall there, but like I said, I don't really care that much. Okay, so it does stick out a little bit. We might be able to fix that with a quick redesign, adding some more angled blocks or something, but I'm honestly not worried about it. I think it's fine. I've always been more of a function over aesthetics and then do aesthetics afterwards. So my only thing that I can think of is I'm wondering if all of these thrusters are on. I mean, they should be, right? Down, up... oh, I didn't even realize it named them all for me. That's convenient. Forward, right, left... see, all of them are on. Which is very interesting. And I still have not been able to figure out why I can't control it from here. What is it? Driller... or would it show up like that? Oh, let's just search for it. Driller remote control. So inertia dampeners, control thrusters, show on HUD, control. But see, if I undock with it... oh, that's right. Okay. I remember now. It's because the ship is basically off. So when it undocks, it loses all of its power. That's right. I forget. So if I were to turn on the batteries, turn them off of recharge mode, and then take control of it. Oh, what's hung up here? Remote control. Okay. It says I have 2 days of fuel left. But see, if I'm hitting left and right, see how the ship isn't going anywhere? That's my problem. If I hit forward and backward, it'll move. Up and down doesn't seem to work either, and I don't understand why. Now, granted, I do understand that this is a work in progress mod, but it's just a little odd to me is all. Groups, driller batteries, toggle on and off, toggle recharge. Let's do driller landing gears, toggle block on and off, EM thrusters, on and off, and on and off. There we go. That should be a good setup. Okay, and then we'll dock. We'll set these to recharge, and then we'll get out of there. So we need to fix this before we can really use it, because right now it can only fly forward and backward, which isn't a gigantic deal, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, I guess you could just fly forward and backward like a car and just change and go up and down and, you know, turn left, turn, you know, I guess you could do that, but that's, yeah, it's weird. So, I kind of want to fix this, but I don't really know how. Other than just to destroy them. Now, we gotta be careful, because there is a conveyor tube underneath these. So we gotta make sure that we don't break them. Because that's basically what's gonna end up holding the ship together while we make these changes. The actual part that's worse, though, is I don't know what to replace them with. I mean, I suppose I could do just the regular, sorry, I gotta get in here. Okay, get around the other side. I suppose we could do the regular thrusters. Oh, crap. That's the wrong side. Dang it. Okay. Do I still have... I do. Which way was that? I had them all in one direction on each side, right? Right. Oh, been playing too much Medieval Engineers. I'm trying to use the E and Q to rotate things. Okay, we'll have to add that back into the thrusters. Right there. Save that. Okay. So, yeah. This is not optimal. We need... All we really have now is... Why did that come loose? Oh, crap. Dang it. It's because of how that was set up. Crap. And I can't get to it because the thing's in the way. Lovely. Alright, well... Nuts. Wait, where did it go? I had 2 gyroscopes, and one is, like, gone. Anybody else see where this gyroscope went? Because per gravity, it should be laying on the ground somewhere. But it's not. Alright, well, that's interesting. Looks like I don't have any gyroscopes in my inventory. So, we could... Ooh, now this is an interesting idea. I don't think the gravity thrusters from the SF mod, or SNCN... I don't think they do damage, do they? And they would fit on small ships. And why... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, why don't those show up? Plasma thrust, but I don't know what those do. Gravity thrust. Let's grab these. Maneuvering thrusters. The problem is the way I have this set up, it was designed not to basically damage itself. So I'm not sure how that comes into play. We could do the modular ones, but I don't know That would only be one block. That's true. We could do the modular thrust middle. Oh no, it is 2 blocks. Okay. Dang. These don't look like a bad idea. Oh, gyroscopes. That's what I really needed. Let's grab... Here we go. Gyroscopes. And we're going to put... This time, let's attach it to the conveyor things. And that way, if we have to retrofit this again, excuse me, we won't have to do it differently. I don't know where that other gyroscope went. It must have, like, gotten destroyed, because it just went bloop, gone. Okay, motors and computers. Alright. So we got the door working, which is really good, so now we just need to get this, this stuff working. What am I doing? I said computers and motors, and I'm grabbing large steel tubes. Go me. Okay, there we are. So now I need to do a little bit of testing. So what we're gonna do, I need some thruster components, and yeah, thruster components, computers, construction steel tube. Looks like kind of the same all the way around. We could use the RCS thrusters because we saw that in the mod list. That's something that does not need, where's all my, here we go. That doesn't need the, sorry, I'm trying to think and talk at the same, or think and do at the same time. I can see, I can't even explain it correctly. It won't damage things. That's what was getting me so tongue-twisted, was saying it won't damage things. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a thruster, let's put one here, let's put one of these here, yeah, that'll do, and we'll need to get it functional, which, that's fine. Now what I want to do is place blocks in front of them. And this is basically just going to tell us whether they damage blocks or not. Okay, so let's... oh, I need to turn the system on. So, batteries... What? Oh! Ha ha ha. There we go. That's why. Driller AZ batteries. Recharge is off. Now, I should probably make a group for the driller remote just so that it's easier to find, but I can always type this in too. So control from here. Can't really move that much. What I want to do is turn off these. Let's undock for a second. Okay, so that deleted both. So both of those are no-go options. And we'll turn the recharge back on. Yeah, it destroyed... I mean, I'm not really sweating the components, but it did destroy the thrusters and the blocks, so those are both no-goes for what we want to do here. Now, if we were to use the RCS ones, which is doable, but we'll have to plan this out a little differently because it needs to be attached to things. So for like the left and right, can't do it without blocks in place. Oh, hello. Well, isn't that just perfect? Now, the only thing is, they're supposed to be 20 times lower thrust than the original small thrusters. So, I'm not really sure how that's going to work. We could put... Alright, just for the sake of argument, I know that we're kind of dilly-dallying here and not really getting a ton of stuff done. But just for devil's advocate here, we could do one block here. Or let's actually get rid of these for the minute. I hate that sound of things banging around, but I don't really know why it's doing that. Okay, so let's work with one side here, and then we'll be able to figure out more later. So, optimally, we want the upward thrusters to be here so we minimize how close they are. So we can put one there. We can put one there. And what just happened? Why did that blow up? Oh, because of the connection port, mayhap. Well, that's not good. Anything get damaged? That got damaged. These got damaged. Well, that wasn't very nice of it. Okay, never mind. That won't work there. Alright, so I think we're just going to try the RCS and hope that it doesn't, you know, move too slow. Because here is one other thing that we need to consider when we're talking about this, and that is the now how do I get them under here? Can I do this? Can I pull this off? Oh, look at this! Master construction people. I feel like a car mechanic, like I'm under the car putting thrusters down kind of thing. So there's something we have to consider here too, and that is this is basically supposed to be a drone drill machine. So what we need it to do is basically just fly. It doesn't have to work fast, and the up, down, left, right directions are pretty much correctional. It's mostly going to be moving forward and backward. So with that in mind, this really isn't a bad idea. Now just for, again, testing purposes... Oh, I can't put a block there. Okay. How about we go this way? We'll test moving down. See how that goes. Oops. Remote. Turn that off and take control. Okay. Okay, so the good part is we're not damaging the ship, but it also doesn't appear like it's going anywhere, though that could be because of the connection port. We may be locked in because of that. I'm gonna break something like this. So I don't actually think I have enough force to get off the connection port, which is kind of funny, actually. Let's make another group for the RCS. Wait a minute, where did they go? Or is it reaction control? There we are. Okay. Access to... Oh, that's on the... Okay, that's... Wait, no. Yeah, that must be on the main ship. Okay. RCS, thrusters, and we'll put driller in front of that. Okay. The good part is that it wasn't destroying anything, which is good. Driller, RCS thrusters. Let's replace this. There we go. So yeah, we're not actually damaging anything. So I think that'll work. I think. Granted, I could be completely wrong, but I think it'll work. Now the big problem is also we can't see because of the way the system works with the camera in question. Or not with the camera, without the camera. We can't see anything because of the way this is set up. So we're gonna need to put, how about we put like a front and rear view camera type thing. I don't really know how to do this best. I guess we could just do it like that. It'll just be front and rear view. The only problem with this is, like we've talked about before, I don't know if because there aren't any drills covering that, if it would allow us to see what's going on, so that might not work. You know what might be better is just to put a cockpit on the back here. So that we can just fly it. Maybe. So, let me go ahead and pause it. I'm going to put a cockpit on the back, and then we're going to take this for a test flight and see how it goes, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, so I dare say this might actually be working. What I had to do was turn off the connectors, because the pull was getting to where it wouldn't let me loose. But now that we are free, the gyroscope part works fine. From the looks of things. The forward and backward, it's slow, but it works. And more importantly, it doesn't damage anything, which is awesome. And the right and left, I can't quite figure out, because once I'm going, it seemed like they would do okay, but now they're not really seeming to do okay. So I'm not really sure what to make of that, because in the hangar, it seemed to do fine, but now it's not. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. It's probably just because they're so weak that the thrust is like, I'm pretty sure it said like 20 times weaker than the main default thrusters. So unfortunately, the 9 in each direction of the EM thruster seems to work perfectly. I mean, for this size ship, it works great. But I can't seem to get the turning part correct without being able to use that same mod's thrusters in the other direction. Now, one solution to this, since they don't damage blocks, could be to put steel blocks on top and below the conveyor tubes that are connecting things, and add so we could do 3 thrusters in each direction, but it wouldn't really improve the up and down scope of things very much, although we could put them along the top and the bottom of the ship without too much of a problem, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. Now, one thing I am dying to test, just to see how it works, is to see if this thing can handle the torque of all these drills, which I doubt. Okay, those drills aren't even in there. Tiny drill. Let's add all of those. I'm surprised it's not actually torquing when it moves, but I'd be very surprised if this didn't actually just fly all over the place once we actually start drilling into a rock. But as you can see, I mean, we're getting up to 20 meters per second pretty quick. And it's not that bad on the slowdown, so if we could just get these EM thrusters to work in the side directions, we'd be good to go. I just don't know how to do that, because they're not working. Alright, so let's... Truth be told, though, the way that we're intending to use the ship, I'm not really sure that we really need them other than just landing. We'll need them for landing purposes. So, here we go. Let's find out what happens. Gosh, I'm always so off in my depth perception in this game of where rocks and stuff are. Come on. It's like we should be there already. Okay, there we go. Ready? Wow! There's no torque at all! This thing just goes straight through! Wow! There's not a single measure of torque. Wow, okay. So if we can get the side to side and up and down directions down, we're good to go on this sucker. This thing is great. Alright, so let's get back in park. I know this episode is getting a little long. I kind of rambled a little bit here and there, but I wanted you guys to see what I was trying and stuff, so that if you suggested any fixes, it wasn't like, oh, you could do this. Oh, yeah, I did that. It didn't work. You know. Okay, why am I drifting from side to side now? That's odd. Stop it. Okay. So again, here's the issue with the way this is designed right now, is I'm not getting any real horizontal or vertical movement, so I'm pretty much just having to fly by the forward and backward thrusters, which isn't terrible, but it's a lot like driving a car in 3D space, that it doesn't really work that well. Let's turn this back on so that we can kind of wiggle the ship back into the connection. See, like, I'm basically having to parallel park here. Which, again, it's not terrible, but with all the mods that we have and stuff, there should be some way to pull off what we're trying to do here. Alright, set these to recharge, and we're good to go. Alright. So we've had a successful test, other than the horizontal distance, which I would very much like you guys' input on. If you have any suggestions on how to do the different movements that would probably compensate for this weight and everything, do let me know. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!